Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'll get you out of here. What's with Diego and Milton?
They were poisoned. Just like me.
Poisoned? Then we mustn't lose time.
The poison won't kill us. This is what Durang will do in the arena. It is supposed to look like a duel, but it is all just for show. For his men.
That's right, my friend. Milton's contact was a traitor. I didn't pay attention.
What happened?
When you were gone, the contact turned up. He was out of breath and told me Milton was in trouble. I followed him directly into an ambush.
He put something into my mana potions. I still can't cast any spells.
What's this swine's name?
Cheirana. He used to be one of Hagen's men. I didn't expect he'd connive with Drurhang.
Milton wasn't the only one to misjudge. Now I can see that Durang played foul back then already. I chased away 4 innocent men from the court, because I thought them to be traitors.
Why did Drurhang want to get rid of you?
To isolate the king. He was already in bad shape when we left, and without his friends.
I'm going to fight in the arena in your name. It's going to be a bitter surprise for this swine.
Good idea. I wouldn't like to have Drurhang on my back.
That's not all. He's got Ivy on his conscience.
It was Drurhang who burned Fesher down.
I found Ivy's engagement bangle among Drurhang's trophies. Now he'll pay.
I see. Drurhang provided us with high-class armor, so we'd look more threatening. I think that if you wear it, you will indeed be, in contrast to us. Good, you're here. I'm...
Who for the sake of Beliar are you? What do you want here?
Your head.
My head? Do you have any idea who's standing before you? I am Drurhang, the future king of Argan, the right hand of Zisha.
Zisha. I see. Then she'll be next in line. Right now, it's about you.
Ha! You don't know the prophecies. Only a man from Fesher can kill Zisha.
Is that so?
Yes. I executed each and every inhabitant of this miserable island for my mistress.
You overlooked me.
What? That's impossible. I couldn't have. Shooters! Fire! Kill him! I'm gonna kill you!
Here comes the good smacking.
Heckle him! Wake him! Wake him!
I'll have you for breakfast.
Was your revenge satisfactory?
No, I don't feel any better. But I had to do it.
Good. I need people like you. Duty calls. The right time has come.
What do you want?
I found a way to bring back the king's sanity for a short time. He'll tell us, I mean you, how to break Zisha's power.
What about those 3 in the dungeon? I can't leave them to rot in there.
I'll send word to the fortress. You've got more important things to do right now.
How can the king help us?
The curse that took possession of him fuels Zisha's power. If anyone knows how to fight it, it's him.
How do you plan to restore the king's sanity?
Near the arena, I detected subtle but intense Enos emanations. They were coming from Lord Dominique's grave.
Who was Lord Dominique?
A legend. He was a paladin. He conquered the southern islands for Mirtana. This arena was built in his honor, next to his grave.
You suppose Lord Dominique's grave holds a magic cure?
No, a relic. Dominique's circlet. Its divine power can restore the king's sanity. Only for a short time, though.
Then I'll desecrate Lord Dominique's grave for a noble purpose. Where is the grave?
West of here. Go along the cliff. The grave is secured with traps. Keep your eyes open. I still need you.
A ruffian.
The shadows! Fight! We need to fight!
First, we place this circlet underneath the crown.
Fight! We... My friends, it's so good to see you again. Where's Gorn? Oh, my head. You? Who are you? I know you. I saw you, carved in ice, surrounded by fire. Together we forged the world. No, it was just a dream.
A prophetic dream. I have seen your statue in the temple. It seems we are both pawns of a higher power.
Not anymore. I drove the gods and their demons out of this world.
Zardis said the protection of your spirit won't last long. Tell me how we can help you.
The sleeper amulet? Where is it? We had this thing taken into Enos' temple. The High Mages had sent some baleful influence.
What amulet do you have in mind?
The sleeper amulet. Some blind woman gave it to me before the war. She told me I was chosen to take it to its destined place.
Hang on. You banished the gods. Are we talking about Enos, Ardenos, and Beliar?
Together with a mage by the name of Zardis. Yes, they're gone. We're free at last.
The gods' temples still exist. People keep praying.
People need their gods. If there didn't exist any already, they'd invent them.
You know Zardis?
Are you dancing to his tune too? He gives good advice, but watch out. The only friend Zardis has is Zardis himself.
So he's not to be trusted?
In his way, he's honest. Although he only helps if there is some benefit for himself.
A blind woman? I should have known.
I agreed, for old time's sake. Yet at first, I wanted to put things straight. Free Argan, and before that, Myrtana. But there was no time for that.
What happened?
The amulet. It was the prison of a demon. But it has been too far away from its resting place for too long. With each day I spent on the battlefield, the seal became weaker, until the demon finally reached out towards me. It slipped from its prison, and is now preying on my soul! Hagen, bring me the amulet. This man needs to take it to the monastery on the cliff on my behalf. He is a chosen one, just like me. We cannot take the amulet from the temple at this time, Your Highness. When the High Mages failed to destroy the amulet, they sealed it behind a magical barrier.
Then we'll have the High Mages remove their barrier. What's the problem?
They are dead. Durhang boasted that the temple is in the hands of They believe this demonic woman, Zisha, to be a servant of their dark god.
If Zisha sends her henchmen to the Enos temple, she must be after the amulet. They're probably trying to break the barrier.
It'd be theoretically possible. I guess that with united forces, Murdarian, Ningal, and I could break the barrier too.
Where are Murdarian and Ningal?
Murdarian's already in the Temple District. Ningal was going to join him as soon as the slum is secured. Best speak with Doranus. They were going to confer with him.
Ningal's a loudmouth. I secured the slums.
That explains a lot.
Let's go, Milton.
I need to prepare the necessary components and speak to the king. Go ahead, I'll catch up. Doranus must be at Diego's place.
Or maybe he's already in the Temple District's sewers. He wanted to inspect them.
Before I was banished from the court, I created a teleport circle connecting the fortress with Diego's place. Use it. Save some time.
Good, you're here.
Why should I take the amulet to the monastery?
Only the blind woman knows. I suppose this monastery houses some secret.
If you banned gods and demons, what about the demon preying on you?
I know. A very alarming development. Maybe there's more to this world than we think.
Hello, my friend.
My friend, you surpass my expectations every time. I got my old friend back.
It isn't permanent. Enjoy it while it lasts. Where's Gorn?
I sent someone to the west gate to look for him, but he isn't there anymore. The traders said that all of a sudden he ran off over the harbor bridge with his axe in his hand.
He appears to be his old self again.
I wonder. How did you survive the catastrophe in the Valley of Blood?
Since you are the one who saved us, I will overlook this insolence. Your question is easy to answer. I wasn't there.
But you...
I have a message! Drurhang tried to murder the king! The royal guard prevented the worst, but I had to help them against the blood vipers. I immediately set out with my best men. The battle in the Valley of Blood was almost won.
Why weren't the blood vipers on the battlefield?
Drurhang's ship set sail for Zeterif, but his men weren't aboard!
You sound almost disappointed.
What? You put my loyalty into question?
Calm down, Hagen. You look like a cooked lobster.
I have important decisions to make.
What a ruffian!
Mercenary?
The king! He is himself again!
It won't last long. But thanks to his knowledge, we might be able to banish the evil from his spirit. How long have you known Diego?
For almost as long as I've known the king.
Why didn't you simply put Darton out of the way?
Funny enough, that is what I had in mind when you turned up.
So what stopped you?
You! I wanted to see how you'd deal with the situation.
You just stood and watched me struggle with Murdra?
I didn't believe the idea with the mushrooms would really work out. On the way to Stuart, I saw Hank. He was screaming something about spiders climbing out of his skin.
So what was it you were looking for in Stuart?
I was supposed to help Mermond.
You were to rescue Merman from the rebels?
Actually, I was going to support him in his work. Renwick was still too hesitant.
So Merman is one of your agents?
He is one of my best disciples, despite his age.
Looks like Winston told me the truth. Renwick betrayed Stuart.
It's not quite that simple. You helped prevent the war with Stuart.
Enough about Drurhang. What about Dantaro? Was it one of his orders to murder an Enos priest?
If I agreed with Dontero's methods, he wouldn't be working for Hagen. I tried to intercept him in Tushu, but he disappeared into thin air.
I caught up with Dantaro in front of the temple gates.
I won't miss him. Did you find some wonder weapon there?
Hagen wouldn't have found what he was looking for there. About that story with the sunshine, no hard feelings.
I'm not that fragile, you know. If I were you, I'd have done the same.
So you already knew back then who I am?
Diego is not the only one with many ears. I was going to keep an eye on him, but you were... interesting.
Hey there! I hope you bring good news.
I found Diego and Milton.
Phew! Well, I'll drink to that.
Hey.
I have found Diego and Milton.
Phew. I knew they weren't at the harbor anymore. Have you found Diego?
Yes, he's all right. Where's Doranus? I need to speak with him immediately.
Below in the sewers. 2 more mages emerged. They're with him.
How can I help you? Hello, my friend. Is everything all right?
Diego and Milton are fine. I urgently need to know what's going on in the Enos Temple.
A while ago, a magical battle took place there. Now the temple is cut off from the outside world by a barrier.
Where are Ningol and Modarian?
Modarion learnt about some forgotten entrance to the catacombs lying underneath the temple. He was going to secure it against the undead. Ningal passed by a short while ago. Shall I open for you?
Yes, do! I am ready. Time to pay Robar a visit.
Get lost!
Ah, our youngest member. I almost didn't recognize you.
Alas, we have no time for courtesy. I need to get into the temple urgently.
I would not advise you to go there. Apparently, someone has raided the temple. They went in here through the catacombs and blocked all the entrances.
I know. Milton said the three of you could break the barrier in there. How about this one?
Amateur job, but supplied with a lot of power. If Ningal and I focused, we might be able to make an opening in it.
Good, you do that.
What's going on here, anyway?
Milton can give you the details. I need to kill some cultists now.
This one there belongs to me. I can smell you. This one there belongs to me.
be you. I can be you.
Good job. The barrier collapsed.
Only around the temple. How are we going to get a hold of the sleeper amulet?
That seems to be a problem indeed. The Grand Masters are split over it, but it seems as if each of them came up with a possible solution. You'd better speak with them yourself.
Greetings.
Can you remove the barrier?
Yes. A few days ago, I found this in the shattered remnants of a wall.
What's this?
Meteoric ore. In such a small lump, there's as much mana stored as in a head-high heap of magical ore. I carried out some research. Apparently, a star burst when the strong earthquake took place. The star's splinters rained down over the city. A few more lumps, and...
How many of those lumps do you need?
all we can get. According to my calculations, there should be at least 7 more in the city.
Do you happen to know where to find these lumps?
I do. According to eyewitnesses, one lump fell into the fortress. Another one hit the slums, where you activated the obelisks for Ningal. 2 others lie somewhere in the harbor quarter. And not far from here, in the temple district, 3 lumps were supposed to have landed.
One thing confuses me. Shouldn't you be on the cultist side?
That question again? No, I'm on my own side, and my master's side. Those cultists are misguided.
Misguided?
Their view of Beliar is simplistic. My master stands for far more than indiscriminate destruction. They are heretics and must die.
Doranus said you have an idea how to get a hold of the sleeper amulet. I'm all ears.
We could blast the barrier.
Using what?
While you were killing the false believers, a blue-skinned harpy attacked me.
And on Baal. Drurhang's death must have made Zisha insecure.
On Baal? Interesting. In any case, the power of my lord was strong in her, but I was stronger. Sucking her out was quite energetic.
What does that have to do with the barrier?
This barrier was created by the Sheep of Innos. If we flood it with my lord's dark power, it will break it.
What do you want to do? Sacrifice on Baal on the barrier?
Their hearts should be enough. In that exquisite moment of death, the gathering of...
Thank you. I don't want to know the rest. How many hearts do you need?
I can sense another 5 on Baal. In the city, in the harbor, wealthy quarter, arena quarter, slums, and in the temple district. That should do it.
How are we going to get a hold of the sleeper amulet?
The High Mages of the temple did a good job. To remove this barrier, we'll need an enormous amount of mana. We'll practically need to entour the barrier under magical ore. But until enough ore from Corinus arrives, weeks or even months might pass.
Damn it!
I have another solution, though. In the catacombs, I discovered a hidden mana rune. Following my intuition, I detached it from its setting, and now the barrier's weaker than before.
So we need to remove the other runes to cause the barrier to collapse?
That's right. Each removed rune releases the next one. We could break up the barrier piece by piece.
Where are the other runes?
Presumably hidden far out in the city. However, I was able to gain an insight into the residual of the last century input of the mages who designed the runes. If we create a mental connection, I'd be able to lead you from one rune to the next.
How many runes are we talking about?
The potency of the runes should increase exponentially, so I expect 3 more runes at the maximum.
Where's the next rune?
When I took the first rune, the following reverberation reached me. Wind in my hair, smell of salt. I'm out of breath and feel a little dizzy. Behind me, blazing heat.
So that's what the mage sensed when he designed the second rune?
Yes, he did. Perhaps you can deduce the rune's location from that.
Welcome. If I don't have it, you don't need it.
Hear the next echo. I look up and see the fortress rise behind the mountain. Behind me, someone is shouting orders. Dust is stirred up by
I've got all you desire, and much more.
I'd like...
Welcome. If I don't have it, you don't need it. Nobody's here. Nobody's here.
Hello, my friend.
I'm sorry, I can't right now.
Nobody enters here, dead or alive.
You won't take me alive, you bastard!
Nobody enters here, dead or alive. Oh, Enos, protect us in order.
The hearts. Give them to me.
Here are the hearts.
At last, I've prepared everything. The barrier will fall in a heartbeat.
So it was actually the amulet. Good.
You bet it is. Let's get it to the king.
No.
Tell me now you're in league with Zisha? I'll get really angry.
In its present condition, the amulet won't help the king. It needs to be taken back to the monastery on the cliff.
That's a long journey. I hope the undead didn't sink Diego's boat.
Bring me the amulet. I've got the setting. You'll need it.
The setting?
When you are in the monastery, you'll understand. The northern lighthouse of Thorniara stands directly over a ley line. I've created a powerful teleportation spell that'll take you directly to my tower. The monastery is not far from there.
You mean the lighthouse with the eerie glow?
Yes. Your path leads through the graveyard. I've ordered Gorn to open the gate and clear the road for you.
That's where he is.
I've heard about the story with the king, my friend.
I'm getting older each day.
What happened?
Nothing. I'm just exhausted. I used to fight day and night, but now these bones aren't young enough anymore. You deal with the rest, kiddo. But you aren't so small anymore. I see you gained some muscles.
All right, Gorn. I'll give those skeletons a smack in the gob from you.
Off with you, to the lighthouse. What's up?